Welcome back to part 2 of episode 6 of A Hardy Conversation. When we left you on part 1, we were talking about who we think needs to be feuding with who and for what belt. We just finished Raw, so I'll go to ECW real quickly. ECW champion right now is Tommy Dreamer, and I would like to see Tommy Dreamer feud with Shelton Benjamin, William Regal, or Paul Burchill. In that order.
I agree with you on Shelton. Shelton deserves the ECW championship. I also think that Zack Ryder, no, just playing. I think Shelton is the most underrated guy who has not been a world champion.
This is true. I think Shelton actually deserves like the World Heavyweight or WWE title.
Yes.
But for right now, I'll settle with him getting the ECW title.
Yeah. And maybe even, I would say, we'll get to that in a minute, but I think move Christian, he should have moved in the draft. He should have kept Mark Henry on ECW and moved Christian somewhere, but...
I think the reason they wanted to move Mark Henry was so that they could push him as a babyface, because he's been heel pretty much ever since he came back.
Yeah.
You know, with the braids, and as long as he's had braids, he's basically been a heel.
Yeah. So
it's time to push him as a babyface, and what better way to make that impact than to have him go against Randy? It virtually makes anybody a babyface anyway, since Randy's the dominant heel on Raw.
Yeah.
Over on SmackDown, your World Heavyweight Champion is CM Punk. I would like to see him feud with... He's already feuding with Jeff, so I'm not going to say Jeff. I'd like to see him feud with Matt. Once Matt comes back from his injury, assuming Punk is still champion, I'd like to see Matt and Punk feud.
That would be a good one.
Intercontinental title, Rey Mysterio. I'd like to see Rey feud with either D.H. Smith or Tyson Kidd from the Hart Dynasty.
Interesting.
I think their styles are such that they'd complement each other beautifully, with Rey being the high flyer and both those guys being the technician.
Yeah.
And then you've always got the wild card of Natalya, and whichever one isn't fighting Mysterio at ringside, can Rey overcome those odds?
Yeah.
They're all pretty much the same size, so it's not like Rey Mysterio versus Big Show, which we've seen 500 times.
Yeah.
And for the women's title, I'd like to see Michelle McCool feud with anybody that can beat her for the strap.
Seriously. Anybody.
I'm not going to get back into my rant on her. I'd like to see her...
Santina, come back and beat her, please.
No. No Santina. He's not even a real woman.
Marvina. Whatever.
Harvina,
sorry.
Lose it back to Melina,
yes.
Honestly, because she's the only woman on SmackDown now that really
wrestles. You just mentioned her a second ago, Natalya. Have the tag team titles around the Hart Dynasty and have the women's title on Natalya and have Randy be champion. I mean, there's your whole, legacy Hart Dynasty foundation right there, where both units are running both shows.
It's actually not a bad idea, and I don't think that the whole tag women's title thing has been under the same umbrella since
the
Team Extreme.
Yes, Team Extreme and Lita, baby.
So thank you, K. Spence, for your question. That was a really good one. Over on MySpace, Shannon Hardy, a.k.a. Jeff's Girl, says, "Hey, Chris Hardy, if you were the WWE Commissioner / General Manager, what would you do?"
First of all, I love that job. But with the 15 trade, I would have mixed it up, just like I said before. I would move Christian to SmackDown. So you'd have Edge, Christian, Matt, and Jeff all on SmackDown. Plus Rey, you'd have a great show. You could have Christian and Jeff feuding with Matt and Edge before Matt and Edge got injured. But you have a nice flip-flop of the TLC era back in about a decade ago. So I'd like to see that happen. And I'll give it to new guys. We've said this before. Give MVP, Evan Bourne, Kofi Kingston the world title. Give new people the belt. Even the Miz. John Morrison, the Miz. Give new people the belt. Please, Matt Hardy. I mean, we can go on and on how, new people need to get the belt. Bring new people. I like ECW with all the new talent exchange, how they're bringing new people in, new heels, new faces, whatever. So, I would do that. Just mix it up a little bit more and give new people the belt.
Okay. Punk Sucks asks, "Hey Sean, what would you like to see happen to the Divas title and the women's title? Unify them or keep them separate?" I would rather unify them and just have one women's title, the women's championship belt back, and have it defended on all three brands, just like when we originally unified titles back in like 2002.
Yep.
That's what I would prefer to see done. I think it would be dumb to do it right now, though, because the Divas title is still pretty much in its infancy as a championship. Keep it around for a couple more years. Maybe unify the two titles at WrestleMania 30. That way you got something special to look forward to. Give the Divas title a chance to get a little bit of heritage and lineage to it. Give it about a 5-year run.
Yeah.
Women's title already goes back to like 1953 with the fabulous Moolah. Stat Boy double check that year for me. But yeah, WrestleMania 30, have the two belts get unified, one championship belt. That's what I would like to see. Team Ego asks, "Hey Hardy guys, what do you think they will do with Edge and the tag team titles? Who will get them?" Obviously, they're going to have to strip the belts off of Edge, or they can let Jericho pick a new partner.
Yeah. They did this a long time ago when Lance Storm and Chief Morley, a.k.a. Val Venus, basically handed him the belt and they became the tag team champions when Christian got injured. So either Christian will pick Jericho will pick a new tag team partner, a big heel, or you said before, in comments that Jeff Hardy and CM Punk will become tag team champions. Please, God, no. Even though I'd love to see Jeff with another tag team belt, isn't that with CM Punk, please? I mean...
I think it would be funny if they let Jericho pick a partner and he picks Christian. Jericho and Christian were tag champs back in the days before Christian's departure.
Correct.
Then again, you've also got the Hart Dynasty, you've got Crime Time, you've got Legacy, and you've got CM Punk and Jeff. Just do a fatal four-way between all four of those teams.
Well, let's see what happens. The next time Edge will be on SmackDown will be July 10th when they tape SmackDown and it'll air on July 14th. So, because they're overseas right now, so they still have some time to see what they're going to do with the tag team title situation.
Yep. Super Mario, I Love Scarlet Payne, a loyal viewer. Do you think that Tiffany should be replaced on ECW, and who would you like to see as the new GM? Yes, please God, replace her. And I would like to see Gregory Helms as your new general manager.
It would be nice, but I mean, he's bringing back the Hurricane gimmick. So I want to see him do that, or he could do a double partner where he is also GM.
That's
and
what
be
I'm
the
thinking.
Hurricane.
Have Gregory Helms be your commissioner and the Hurricane on the roster as active competition.
Then give the Hurricane the ECW Championship.
And then you've got this whole backstage angle about how Gregory Helms is putting over the Hurricane because he truly is the Hurricane. Gregory Helms would ask for proof. And we'd go through this whole Mr. America angle that we did a few years back where everybody knew that it was Hogan, but nobody could prove it was Hogan.
Exactly.
So that's it for the questions. I have one other thing that I need to address. On YouTube, user Avenue730 writes, "Okay, y'all suck. Get a like, RKO, whatever your name is. You're gay because you wish you can have Undertaker dick in your mouth. And okay, yes, John sucks a little, but you need to get off of Randy Orton dick and stop sucking it, alright? You're just mad because Randy don't want you, alright?" All I have to say to you, Avenue 730, is it's called spell check.
Yeah. Get off
it comes for free on your computer.
Seriously.
Use it the next time you want to submit us an insult like that, and then you'll be taken seriously.
Yeah. Stop riding the short bus to school, okay?
Yeah, I brush you off my shoulder, Avenue 730. Until next time, on episode 7, I'm Sean.
And I'm Chris.
And we kept it to 2 parts.